7-10 season last year. Did they have someone else's pick? Or did they? They must have had someone else's pick or something like that, because didn't they pick like 8th overall? Yeah, they picked like 8th overall in the draft. 7-10 isn't 8th overall.
No, well, no, I don't know. It would have been close.
7-10? 7-10 is like the teens range. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe didn't they trade up or something?
No, the pre-draft they had that. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. There was some. I'm trying to think of who.
This is like, hey, Will, maybe you should do this research before the stream so you don't sound like an idiot and it sounds like terrible content for people.
we do if we feel like the team is actually going to have a pulse this year. So it's like, but when we're talking about certain teams, there's only so much research can be done in spots. I hate the Atlanta Falcons because they've been killing my fantasy teams the last 2 years because I've been waiting for Kyle Pitts to just go the fuck off, and they won't let him because they won't throw him the football. If I was
Bijan Robinson, the savior of the Atlanta Falcons, Bijan Robinson.
Man, I think I'll be more surprised if Bijan Robinson becomes a Hall of Famer than if he doesn't. Because
we'll get into it.
As hype as they're making him right now, man, I don't know, man. It's like they're already crowning that man rookie offense. He is good. He is very, very good.
He's very, very good.
But he's playing on a very, very bad team with not a very, very good offensive line.
Patriot 4165 says full weekend of preseason games. I know it starts tonight. I didn't realize my Patriots play today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning.
And it's very different, Will, to dominate at the college ranks. I know how good Division I college football, especially is at a place like Texas and the caliber competition you're playing. But the NFL is a different animal, man. Taking them hits, I don't care how beastly you are. You got other monsters that are just trying to crush you every single play. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sold that he is going to be the
yeah, but I feel like if there's any position that translates the best to college to football, college to pros. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to pull this thing. I feel like running back is the one position that translates to running back in the NFL. Honestly, you can be good, but you can't be good unless you got a freaking offensive line in front of you.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
I don't know, man. I see a lot of running backs coming into the league, and there's an adjustment period just simply due to the fact that a lot of offenses that are ran at the college level don't translate to the NFL because the hash marks being in different spots and things like that. So I do see kind of an adjustment period having to learn the playbook and stuff. I think probably the easiest transit, like kind of like defensive end. I see that linebacker in spots. I think a defensive position is kind of easier to step in, less of a learning curve, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Guess what? We're going to find out here real soon.
That's right. It's time,
Earthen says, my Niners play the Raiders this Sunday. Hopes Crappolo plays a couple of drives. Should have shipped Lance too. I'm sorry, Lord, that's not right. Apparently Trey Lance is just terrible in camp. Terrible. Anyways, so yeah, actually surprisingly better season than I thought they had last year. Because I was remembering that they were 5-10 at one point and they won the last 2 games of the season. My God,
they
that's
overperformed.
Right. They beat Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay, all the Panthers had to do was win the game, and they would. Jesus, I forgot how bad Tampa Bay was last year.
Hey, we're just gonna be worse.
It hurts me too, man. I don't like to see Tom like that.
I was going to
Tom go out like that. Tom's last game was to the goddamn Cowgirls.
I get it. You thought I was going to try to defend us there. I just wanted you to know we're going to be worse this year. So if you didn't like tuning in last year,
Tom's not on the team. Tom's not on the team. It doesn't matter.
He's too busy taking that. What is that shit he takes? The weight loss medicine. What is that?
I don't know what he takes.
He's like sponsored. It's like it's not. It's I don't know. It's something crazy. Medicine.
I don't think he takes. I don't. There's no way he takes Ozempic. There's no way.
I think is that what it's called? Ozempic. I didn't want to.
It's Ozempic. All the celebrities do it. I don't think Tom does. I think there's memes of him taking it because of his face being so skinny.
If he's not taking it, well, he's smoking meth or crack then. Because it looks like
my man has hundreds of millions of dollars. You think he can't get the best shit that he needs? If he wants to look a certain way, he's gonna look a certain way.
On top of that, I bet they just give you whatever you want when you're the greatest quarterback to ever live anyway. That's got to have its perks.
Let's see. Okay, Will, don't pull up my comments about the Falcons. You mean like this one? 28-3 is all you need to know about them. Love it. They won't ever do anything. Don't pull up my comments about the. Oh
yeah.
man, SD14 fan is in the house. He says yes, Crick. There we go.
Hell yeah. Welcome.
All right. So yeah, 7-10 season. That division was terrible. I feel like that's what we're just going to keep saying about all these teams in this division. That division was terrible. Their record looked shitty because it was shitty. Was not a good season. There you go. Recap to last season for you.
Yeah, man. They overperformed. They were not supposed to. They were supposed to be really, really bad. And play had a good. Both those games there in the first 2 weeks were games they were kind of expected to get drubbed in, and really, really showed up to play. They were they were better than they were supposed to be. That's for sure. But
no doubt. Okay. Should we get into the draft?
It's your world, sir. I just live in it.
All right. Well, who did they take in the first round?
Oh man, that guy we was just talking about, 8th overall pick, Bijan Robinson, the monster stud running back from Texas. This guy's a freak, man. He's going to be a good player as long as he can stay healthy. God forbid anything happens to him, because he is a generational type talent. People don't draft running backs in the top 10, man. So when you take one, it has to be almost a sure thing. But had this guy actually listed as the number 2 overall player, 96th grade, the number 1 ranked running back. I didn't realize they had him ranked that high as number 2 overall, but he's going to be a stud, man. He's going to be. They're already penciling him into offensive rookie of the year. I don't know if I'll give him that just yet, but he's going to be a stud for this franchise for some years. 7th pick in the 2nd round, Matthew Bergeron, offensive guard from Syracuse. Syracuse had a good season last year early on. Started out 6-0, I believe, but then lost 6 straight at the end, and a lot of those pieces fell apart. So I don't know much about Mr. Bergeron. 12th pick in the 3rd round, Zach Harrison, defensive end out of Ohio State. Big, long guy, 6'6", 274. Been playing those Buckeyes against elite competition. One of those guys, they rotate a lot of defensive ends up there, so you don't get to see as much as you like this guy, but I definitely think he's a raw cat that can be developed. 11th pick in the 4th round, Clark Phillips III, the cornerback from Utah. Then we go.
Ooh, that's a good pick there.
That is a good pick.
I know you're going to brush right past that, but that Utah defense the last couple of years,
no, they were
captain on that team. They were good.
They were good. They were good, and they actually got some value with him there. I actually thought I would see him come off this board a little bit higher, a little undersized, only 5'9".
I don't think we're going to see a Pac-12 corner as good as him going forward in the future. I really don't.
Okay, that's some high praise, man. But and like I said, a little undersized at 5'9", 184. But he's very fast, man. Quicker, got great closing speed.
Did you catch what I did there?
Man, I was thinking,
because there's going to be no Pac-12.
I didn't even spell what you're stepping in, man. I'm still adjusting to the fact that the Pac-12 has dissolved right before our eyes within a week.
Hey, we're still hanging on. We just talked about Stanford and Cal didn't leave, so we still got 4.
The Pac-4,
baby. Pac-4. We're just going to round robin.
Y'all, I was gonna say, y'all could just have like a conference tournament at the end when it's all said and done. Y'all just play each other.
Best 2 out of 3.
I like it. It might be the model for the new college football, man. Just split up into 14 conferences and have 47 of them throughout the country.
Play each other. Each team plays each other 3 times. Best 2 out of 3. Let's go.
I don't know what other options y'all have right now. So. 7th pick in the 7th round, DeMarco Hellams, safety out of Alabama. We know about those Alabama guys, man. They got the talent. Can they put it together? 8th pick in the 7th round, Javon Gwynn, offensive guard, South Carolina, another SEC guy. I have to see what happens there. Maybe those 7th rounders, we'll have to see what happens. But only 2, 4, 6 picks in this draft. Not a whole lot of capital. But they got their guy at the top. They got who they wanted at the top. And I like what they got in the 4th round with Clark Phillips III. Bergeron, Harrison, don't know a whole lot about, but I could see them developing into players. Hellams and Gwynn, both SEC guys, they can find somebody in the 7th round. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. The Falcons are going to be the Falcons.
Patriot 4165 says, careful, Cricket. Vols travel to Utes to open the season.
No, they don't. Gators do. Florida goes to Utah. We open with Virginia.
Yeah, when I was reading that, I'm like, we just talked about this last night, and I do not remember that. But I also
we play Virginia, Florida. Florida travels out to the Utes this year. They wound up getting that win in Gainesville last year. The Gators did. You had to correct me on that the other night. I was thinking that the Gators gave that one up, but I forgot that's when the Anthony Richardson hype started because he didn't have a great game. He just kind of led him to the win though. But the Utes, because we talked about how they let it slip away. Or like, oh God, I was looking back at the end of the year. I'm like, if you idiots don't lose to these dipshits, then hell, you're in the playoff picture.
The only reason I know is I had money on Utah. That's why I remember that game.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
funny how that works out. You put money on it, and you tend to remember that.
No shit. I
expect Robinson to be what Saquon Barkley is, but can't stay on the field with terrible O-line. I think Saquon has the potential to be his highest expectation is be Christian McCaffrey if he stays healthy. I think he'll be better than Barkley.
What about Bijan?
Bijan, yeah.
I think Bijan could be. I don't know. It's like Christian McCaffrey's a stud, but I think he could be better than both of them, man. I think he's got the skill set and stuff like that. It's all comes down to the health because we all know in the matter of a moment it can all be changed. So, but as long as he can stay healthy, he takes good care of his body. As long as he stay on the field, man, I think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah, Patriot 4165 says Gators might be in trouble. Listen,
Gators are in trouble.
Up on Sports Picks, we did a SEC preview, an hour and a half long, but we talked about the Gators. And we talked about how terrible they might be. Their season win total this year is 5.5, and I might have made a bold prediction about them in that little stream. So you guys will have to go watch that video. Is it up on Rumble?
Oh, it is. It is over on Sports Picks. Y'all come join the page over there on Sports Picks, man. We're just starting to grow that thing a little bit. It's kind of in the infancy there. I'm just learning all the Rumble stuff. But yeah, come join us over there. We put some content up on that thing too. And then come check us out over at sportspicks.locals.com. But yeah, go check that video out and see, man. We just had a little fun with that one. I kind of like how we did that.
Yeah, we just kick back, relax. Crickett's got all the knowledge. I know little pieces here and there. I just kind of asked the right questions and cracked some beers and had a good time.
Yeah, man.
Had a good time.
Much like what we're going to do on Sunday for the birthday stream.
Oh, Sunday's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It better not be fucking 1,000 degrees in my garage.
Should be all right. It sounds like the weather's started to shift for you up there, man.
No, there's huge difference between here and back in the Tri-Cities. I mean, I think we're like almost 2,000 feet higher than.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, it's going to be hotter. So that's why it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's usually up here. It's usually like 10 degrees cooler, 10 to 12 degrees cooler. Yeah, so
you better go ahead and get your tank top. Have guns out, man.
Sun's out, guns out, baby.
Sun's out, guns out.
All right. Well, they were busy from what I'm looking at right here. They were busy in free agency. They maybe not in draft, but free agency. But look at some of these guys they signed to. Look at all these guys here. Look at all this money they signed. They had some capital to spend.
Yeah.
Jesse Bates III got paid 4 years, $64 million.
Man.
David Onyemata, 3 years, $35 million.
Yeah, there's Dave again. That's that guy yesterday. That's who we was gonna call Dave. Onyemata. McGarry here. They re-signed him. Yeah, Taylor Heineke to come down there and maybe man the backup role. They're going to let Desmond Ridder. He's going to have to play himself out of it if he's not. They have a lot of faith in him. I think he could be the guy. But Taylor Heineke is a solid backup.
Bud Dupree.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Mac Hollins coming over from Vegas. Okay.
Trey Flower. Wait, didn't he just? No.
That's a different Flower.
I'm thinking of someone else. I was thinking of a different Flower. Yeah. Trey Flowers, since he did Atlanta.
The other dude's name's Trey Flowers too, though. Ain't it the one that just signed with y'all?
No, it's what's his name?
We just talked about him yesterday, but yeah, it's.
I know. Flowers. Why can't I think of his fucking? I don't know. I'm terrible.
All right, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
No, it's okay. We're good. Now I'm curious. They stole Scotty Miller from you guys.
Yeah, man. I like Scotty Miller, man.
I love rooting on Scotty, man.
Burner, bro. Scotty can run. I
love rooting on Scotty.
Yeah, I like Scotty Miller too, man. I was kind of bummed to see him go, but in division again too.
In division, let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is some good. Oh yeah, it is Trey Flowers, defensive end Trey. I thought there was two Trey Flowers.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, right. When you said that, I was like, did we not just talk about that cat?
That's what I thought too. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
who else we got? Dude, look at all these teams. Look at all these guys.
God almighty, they spent some money, man.
Well, I mean, some of these guys they lost, but still.
Oh, they lost first. They lost Ferguson. I was thinking Ferguson was he ain't much anyway.
But I mean, look at they're spending money, and look at this. So safety, defensive tackle, outside linebacker. They're trying to buy a defense. They got a right tackle coming in that they gave some money to. No, actually, never mind. They re-signed him. Him.
Can the Falcons win this trash division, man?
We just talked about this. Once again, backup quarterback in the league, 2 years, $14 million. Here you go, sir. Would you like another?
Whoa, man, they paid him good.
Patriot 4165 wants the link to the your Rumble page. I'm gonna drop it in the chat real quick.
I was gonna say, you.
I got you, buddy.
You got to do all that, Will, man. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning.
I got you. I wish there was an easy way to just click on your stuff here. Okay, Cricket, this is where you fill.
Oh, sorry, man. I was reading up. I was looking at some of those names to see if there was anybody else that we missed there. But I think solid in free agency, man. They were willing to go out there, GM doing his job, spending some money, getting some guys in that can fill some holes and some needs. If we go back to that draft, man, I really would have liked to have seen them address wide receiver. I would like to see them address that interior defensive line with defensive tackles and stuff like that. But I'm okay with what they did. It's because
I'm gonna give you some advice. We need to fix this logo. You got to put something there,
I'm not in charge of all that. You see the great Robert Barnes up there at the top. They have set all this stuff up. They simply gave me the login to start sharing videos on it.
That's what I'm saying. You log in, just put something up there. Put something.
Yeah.
You gotta be better than that.
I agree, buddy. Like I said, that ain't me. I ain't in charge of that. They got editing people and all this different stuff. All these people with no computers. They pay me to talk sports. I told them when I signed up, it was like, hey, I can get on there and talk and bullshit with the best of them, man. But I don't know all this computer stuff.
You like how Robert just comes in, casually drops an hour and 41-minute video, and he gets 2,000 views like it's nothing.
Just like, oh man, just a gangster.
Yeah.
He does it like literally. Me and Cody, we might when we first started Rumble page, like we'll do a C-squared video or something. And it might get like 70 views, and you like just add Uncle Bob's face. I told him, I was like, man, you got to start getting on our videos at least for the first 5 minutes, so I can put your face up on it because it immediately gets like 5,000 more views.
I know. God, we should get him in on one of these morning shows.
I'll try. Yeah, man. Like I said, we got to start recording some. Cody gets. Cody to get back.
I don't know. Like I got lucky or something, or maybe it's because I've been on Rumble for like almost 3 years now. But like my channel has been very it's been Rumble seems to like my channel because they keep putting me up there, and these live streams we're doing well. Yeah. So it's been growing.
You built it the right way from nothing, building up, providing content, good content. You interact with the members and things like that. That's the right way. Give the shout outs. We appreciate Rumble too, man. Always putting us up there in those spots and getting us those views and things. We do appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. But I am not above getting the Robert Barnes little bump too. So
that's I'm always like, I told Cody, I was like, man, I need him for like 5 minutes each day. I just need him to get in there and let me start the video.
No, all you gotta do is just record him doing something, right? Just like I do with the page thing, and then you just drop the clips every now and then. Like you gotta get him doing one of his classic like rants or just like a catchphrase, and you just drop it.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you don't even need him there. Then you have him there, but he's not that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to teach me to do these thumbnails too, man. I'm just gonna put his head on one of these thumbnails, and that'd be worth its weight in gold.
Patriot 4165 says for the sports picks Rumble page, he says, "Okay, I'm in. Look for the Bucks hate."
That's fair. That's fair. I'll accept it. Like I said, I told you I'm going to be pissed off every game that we win this year because I want Caleb Williams or Drake May.
Drippy says, "Hey fellas, can you redo the Steelers preview because they made more moves since he did that, and they really didn't cover, and you really didn't cover the free agency stuff." Sure. Yeah, if you request it, we'll do it. We'll run it back.
Yep.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
I don't know that anyway because there was a couple things that happened that I wanted to talk about, and I was like, "Damn, we already did them." So yeah, we'll run it back. Maybe. Let us finish the rest of them up first, and we'll run it back at the end. Make sure nothing else happens between now and then.
Yeah, we'll do it here in a couple of weeks. And we'll let you know.
I don't even think we got that many more left, man.
Well, I'm just thinking about because I'm moving this next week.
Oh yeah, we'll do it before kickoff.
Yeah. We got preseason start. We got what, like 4 weeks until the season starts. We got plenty of time.
September 10th, I think. It's first week.
Is that the first weekend?
Actually, a month from today.
There we go. We got a month.
A month from today. That's awesome. Woo!
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if you guys, anything you guys want, we're here to help you get what you guys want to hear, we'll do. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to keep doing our normal stuff, but if there's anything you guys want us to cover, just let us know. We'll do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem doing it. As long as you guys are watching and listening and hanging out in the chat, we enjoy this as much as you guys do. We enjoy hanging out with you guys and appreciate you guys being here, probably more than you guys enjoy being here. So, or at least that's how I feel.
Hey, real quick, man. We talked about my Twitter or my X the other day. Started to grow, collected a little followers there. I'm learning about this Twitter. I've been out of the Twitterverse for the entire until about a month ago, and I've like the day I signed up for Twitter, the next day it changed to X or whatever. So
you're like, holy shit!
I
What
spent
is
all
this
this time, and I literally found it in the 24-hour window when they're changing their name, and it looked like it was planned or something. But man, I need to grow some followers, man. Y'all come follow me over there at Twitter. What is it? At Crickett1414? Is that how you say your Twitter handle?
I'm just gonna do it for you. I'm gonna drop
it. Look at this guy. I don't know where I'll be at. You the real MVP, man. I want to be just like you when I grow up. But
oh my god, look at this. Speaking of breaking news.
Hold
on. Well, I'm gonna pull this up. You read this off to the people while I find your Twitter handle. Look at this.
Hold on, let me make this big again. Here we go. Billy Walters, gambler. Joint venture with Phil Mickelson for 5 years, says he believes the golfer bet $1 billion on sports over the last 3 decades. Holy shit.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of arthritis commercials, man.
But you got to remember that also counts him rebetting his winnings. You know, it's not just
I don't give a shit. That's $1 billion. Dang, man. He could have funded half of the Titan Stadium.
Now we see why he took that Saudi money.
Absolutely. Yeah, he literally could have paid for half the Titan Stadium by himself.
All right, I dropped Crickett's Twitter handle in both the chats. So there it is. Go give him a follow, guys.
Yeah, that'll inspire me. The more followers I get out, the more I'll be able to share and interact on that stuff. I'm learning. I'm getting there, though, man.
He's getting there. We're going to get you there. All right, let's go back to the Atlanta. Yeah, and I just saw that when I pulled up Twitter. I go, oh, goddamn, $1 billion.
I need to get that book, man.
I have to do a video about that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wow, that's nuts. I can't even
all right, Cricket.
Money.
This is probably one of my favorite times of these morning streams is doing the guess the lines stuff. I
enjoy this too.
I love getting mad. Damn it, the hook.
I gotta say though, man, your analysis is pretty on point. Usually, it's rare that you miss one by more than a point and a half, if that. You're usually right around that hook gets you more than not.
Yeah, it's the one I'm way off. It's because the market is expecting this team to be.
All right, let's add a little flavor to this. Give me a number on how many you think you're going to get exactly right.
How about this? How about how many I'm going to get exactly right? Let's set it at over under 3.5. Let's see what the chat bets.
Ooh, I'm going under.
Ooh, man. Okay, I'm going to let you know over 3.5 is plus 125. All right, so you get a little bonus thing.
What I'm about minus 140, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I can live with that. I'll tell you, I'd lay that money right now. Here we go.
But here we take the vig out, so we'll do plus 125, minus 125 on the under. All right.
Okay, that's fair. All
right, we take the vig out.
We're for the people.
Patriots 4165 says, "Okay, followed you. Don't dox me, bro."
I don't even know what that means. See, I don't even know the lingo, man.
That means don't out who he actually is, because it sounds like he followed you from a personal account.
You're good, bro. I don't do that. If that's what that means, you ain't got to worry about me. I don't say nothing to nobody.
Let's see. Native American Guardians Association petition to restore. Oh, god damn it! Look at all these things. I didn't see this.
Look at all these things.
Yes, Native American Guardians Association petitions to restore Washington Redskins name, and it goes viral.
Yes,
maybe we're getting the Redskins back.
Yes, I want that. I want that more than anything. I think that is a tragedy they changed that name. I thought that was one of the best names in football. And I don't think it's a racist thing. I really don't. And I don't think the Native American people take it that way, man. I think it's just kind of a tribute to heritage. Get that back, man. I like that. I'll sign that petition.
Dude, we should have just a new segment on here of shit Will finds while on Twitter while live on stream.
Yeah.
just scrolling through.
Will's Daily Crockpot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. let's get
All
into
right,
this.
so
So I
3.5.
gotta hit four.
3.5.
I gotta hit 4 of these. I gotta hit these. Okay, here we go. They open up. Who are we talking about? The Atlanta Falcons. Okay, Atlanta Falcons. They're home. They're home against the Carolina Panthers. Let's see. Home against Carolina. Hot Atlanta -2.5. No, hold on. Trying to think of the odds. Odds where they're at. This is home. Atlanta -3.
Hook gets him right out the gate. Falcons -3.5 at home against the Panthers. -165 on the money line. Panthers are +130.
That hook. Home against Green Bay. Atlanta 1-point favorite.
Hook again. Falcons -1.5 at home against the Packers. -130 on the money line. Packers +105. I like the way this is starting, baby.
All right,
like you bet a team and they kick off and the other team fumbles and they recover it right off the rip. You're like, that a baby.
A damn hook. All right, then they got to go to Detroit. Detroit 4.5-point favorites.
This is getting fun. Falcons +5 at the Lions +180 on the money line. Lions are -218. I always feel good when there's a 5-point one on there because I feel like you never ever guess 5 points.
I think of 5 points a lot, but I'm like, man, they hardly ever do 5 points in the preseason. It's weird.
I don't fuck with 5-point spreads anymore.
Yeah,
I don't. I don't matter which side I go on, I'm gonna lose.
Just let people know 5-point. Taking 5 or laying 5, or I guess not taking 5. Laying 5 is pretty much equivalent to laying 3.5. It really the odds of it landing 4 or 5 is so small in the NFL that it's basically just the same as laying 3.5. It's just like it's a few cents different. So some people get scared away when they're like, oh my god, I can't lay 5, but I'll lay 3.5. And it's like you're pretty much doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, you see some games that could end, 28-24 and spots like that. You see some 4-point games in there. So
I'm doing pretty good though, right? I'm doing pretty good. So the deal was like within a half a point, right?
Man, everybody always want a little help, man.
All right. This is a London game in Jacksonville. Oh man, this is tough. Jacksonville 6-point favorites.
Falcons +4 over in London against the Jaguars, +154 on the money line. Jaguars are -185.
I was giving Jacksonville too much home. I know it's not a home game, but I mean it's in London. I figured they'd have some sort of home field.
They do. I mean, like I said, that we've talked about it before. But that if they're ever going to move a franchise, I think that's the one they talked about moving there.
All right, then they're home against Houston. Falcons 3.5-point favorites.
Hook again, real quick. One quick point on that last Jaguars. I don't know if it's the front end or the back end, but that's part of that Jaguars back-to-back in London.
That's the first one. That's the first one.
Okay. So anyway, back to a hook got you again, sir. Falcons -3 at home against the Texans, -162 on the money line. Texans +136.
This is like in the NFL draft when you had under under like 5.5 receivers taken in the first round. And we get to pick 22 before even one receiver was taken.
And
you're like
4 in a row went.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right here. So if you have the under 3.5 of me exactly getting them right, here we go, baby.
Well, let's talk about the next one. The Commanders don't call me Redskins.
Home against the Redskins. Falcons 4-point favorites.
Falcons -2.5 at home against the Redskins.
I forget.
-130 on the main line. Commanders plus
so much love. Okay. Then Falcons at Tampa Bay. Falcons 1-point favorites.
Ding, ding, ding. Falcons -1 at the Bucks. -115 on the main line. Buccaneers are -105. So there's one.
All right. Then Falcons at Tennessee. I'm going to say Falcons again, 1-point favorites.
Falcons +1 at the Titans, -105 on the money line. Titans are -115.
That doesn't make a lick of sense. Both these teams are projected to be at the bottom of their. Okay, whatever.
I think in those games you should just make it a picket because nobody. If you're telling me a lot of those games like that, when I see that, I'm just like, you're just telling me you don't know what you're going to get out of these teams. And you just didn't want to set it as a picket.
Patriot 4165 makes a good point. He says always going to be a hook. Books don't like to give money away. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Remember, like I was saying yesterday, they don't like to push either. They don't like to push because they
always buy the hooks, guys. If it's available, you always buy the hook. Don't get beat by the hooks and get tortured by that shit. Always, I've been told. Old head told me a long time ago. always buy the hook, whichever way you need to, and you'd be surprised at how much money. Yeah, you got to lay a little bit more, but I promise you, you got to lay it all if you lose. And if you lose by that hook, it stings. I'd rather buy that hook and push, get some of my money back. So if you can buy the hook, man, always buy the hook.
Always. This one's a tough one. So they're home against Minnesota. Minnesota 3.5 point favorites.
This is weird. Falcons +1 at home against the Vikings, -105 on the money line. Vikings -115. That's a weird one.
There must be Minnesota must have a bad scheduling spot there or something.
Yeah, it must be some weird short week or something.
And then at Arizona, oh my God, this one's tough. Falcons 2-point favorites.
I love this part of the day. Falcons -2.5 at the Cardinals, -142 on the money line. Cardinals +120.
What is that?
This is my morning espresso shot
within
right
the
here.
4 now that have been like a hook within a hook, right?
Oh no, I think it's been 6 or 7. This is fun. I don't even know what part of the schedule we're at now because I was over here on DraftKings. Didn't tell me what week, so this is just fun. Just keep on rolling with it, man.
Oh man, I should have had a side bet of how many I was going to get just exactly within a hook.
I thought about that. I thought about doing that. Well, hey, we're learning here. We're building this thing as we go, man.
All right. Home against New Orleans, divisional game, so they know each other. Saints are favored to be the better team, though. Here, I'm going to say Saints 1-point favorites.
Ding, ding, ding. Falcons +1 at home against the Saints. Both teams -110 on the money line. I'm pretty sure that Vegas just has no idea what's going to happen in this division. And they're just making it +1, -1 in every one of these division games.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that just tells me they have no idea.
And then at New York, so I think the Jets are 6.5 point favorites in that one.
Oh my God, you hit it right on the head. Wow. Falcons +6.5 at the Jets, +220 on the money line. Jets are -270. That's
we need one more.
Where are we at the schedule? Where are we at? Oh, we got 5 to go. Oh my God. Oh my God. You would 4 receivers in a row. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, then they're home against Tampa Bay Falcons -3.5.
Hooked in. Falcons -3 at home against the Buccaneers, -162 on the money line. Buccaneers +136.
Patriot 465 says over under hook line 8. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good,
that's
pretty good.
One.
I'm kind of impressed with myself how close I do get these.
No, it is pretty impressive. Like I said, you're on point.
I know my NFL handicapping.
If I didn't know you any better, I would think you had the odds over there looking, but I know you don't. And I know because you enjoy this part way too much to be doing that.
Yeah, no, I ain't cheating on this. All right, okay, so we got to get one more out of these last 4. So they got to go to Carolina. Now, if I'm trying to remember, that was earlier in the season, though. First one at Carolina. Carolina 2-point favorites.
Told you Vegas don't know what's going to happen in this division, man. Falcons +1 at the Panthers, -105 on the money line. Panthers -115.
Damn it. Home against the Colts. This one's interesting. Falcons 3-point favorites.
God, he got it, guys. Falcons -3 at home against the Colts, -148 on the money line.
Over cashes +125. I'll meet you guys at the window.
10 a.m. and I've already took a bad beat. Golly. Way to wait for the fader, guys. I've started off rough today.
All right, we got 2 more too, man. Just to rub salt in the wound. Let's see. At Chicago. At Chicago. Chicago 2.5 point favorites.
It's still fun to watch you miss by a hook. Falcons +2 at the Bears, +110 on the money line. Bears -130. You seriously got like 9 of these by half point.
And then at New Orleans 3.5 point favorites.
Falcons +2.5 at the Saints, +124 on the money line. Saints -148.
Got it. I got us there, guys. Have faith in Will.
Clean living. It's like kind of ironic that you wind up winning by the hook when you missed all those by the hook. By the hook, y'all. By the hook.
I'm gonna have to change the names of Game On. Just the hook.
Yeah, the hook.
Or
Captain,
we could just call
Captain
this
Hook.
We could just call this segment the hook.
Yeah. No shit.
That's a,
Yeah. Welcome in, Captain Hook, ladies and gentlemen.
oh man, that's fun. That is fun. All right. Well, let's go to some odds then, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh shoot, Bet Online's down. Do you have DraftKings up?
Yep,
I'm
I
gonna
got
let
you.
you
I got
control
you.
this.
Yeah,
Bet
here.
Online is
Hold on.
doing
I'll
some
share.
maintenance.
Let me share.
I guess I could pull up DraftKings. I'm just not as
I got
familiar
you.
with it
I
as
got
you
it
are.
pulled up right now. I got you.
Good. Yeah, see that? Look at the sun's coming up now. It's coming through the window there.
It's
See
gonna be
that?
nice out there.
Dude, it
Here,
looks.
these are
God, I
your.
wish I could show you guys what it looks like out there. It's beautiful right now.
That's what my dad actually said yesterday. My dad loves. I know he's watching right now, and I mean probably him and my mama. But they he said, man, I want Will just turn that camera out there, man, so I can see outside and get that. I was like, maybe
dude.
I was like, maybe when he gets moved in the house, man, maybe I can work that out where I get him to film on the back porch or something one day, man.
Yeah, no, when I'm at Lake Coeur d'Alene, I'll do it. I'll do it from my phone. I'll just hop on here from my phone. I would just turn the camera around, but the camera is literally into my. I'd have to pick my whole computer up, and we know that would be a disaster. If it was a detached camera,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, I totally get it. That's why I told him. I was like, man, he's not really set up right now. My man's usually in a hurry in the morning. I was like, I'll wait till he gets settled in.
No, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll see if I can figure something out for tomorrow morning. We'll see. But man, it looks beautiful out there. Oh my god.
So yeah, like I said, we love that nature stuff, man. You showed them pictures that one day, man. That was gorgeous up there, bro. But here's some odds, man. We'll just start here in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go with the Falcons to win the Super Bowl plus 6,000, man, 60-1. We're sprinkling a little bit.
The Falcons in that division?
Is it worth it?
Ah, man.
They are in the NFC, man. If they can find a way to win that division, get a home game, but can they do it?
Earth Ending says no.
Good call, sir. I was going to say, go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on that if you just are allergic to money.
Oh man.
Let's see the conference here. To win the conference, NFC plus 2,800, 28-1 right there. I don't think so.
Okay. Let's get into the division. Let's get something more aware that division's all the way up there.
I can't put any money on them to go anywhere like that. Let's see where we at. NFC South.
Ooh, look at that. I have some pop culture news today for Will. Today, on this day, August 10th in 1984, 39 years ago, Red Dawn was released in theaters.
Damn. I didn't realize that came out before we were born, man.
Yeah.
I did. He said, I did. I've never seen it.
Yeah, You've never seen it? Oh, I remember watching that growing up. It was badass.
Yeah, I've never seen it. The Falcons actually the second most favorite team in this division at plus 215. That kind of God, this division is gonna be so bad. Look at my Buccaneers. 8-1 right here. This is gonna be bad football.
Look at both our teams. Yours 8-1, and my Patriots are also 8-1.
But at least your division is gonna be fucking loaded. You get 3 teams in the playoffs out of your division.
I feel like
I don't think they should give us one.
I feel like the Patriots, out of those two, I think the Patriots have a better chance of winning their division than the Bucs do.
If the Patriots were in this division, they might go undefeated in division. 5-1 anyway, man. They might lose at the Saints or something. But there ain't enough value there even for me on the Falcons, man. I'm not putting anything on this division right here. I don't know. I don't even think I said there's not enough value for me at plus 120 on the Saints just because all the question marks, and I'm not touching anybody else.
We got some predictions over in the Rumble chat. Earth Ending says 49ers and Philadelphia NFC Championship game. I saw the future. So a repeat of last year. And then Cowboys versus Bills. 5 Super Bowl losses for the Bills is Patriots 4165's future or prediction for the Super Bowl this year.
Wait, did he say? He said Eagles 49ers rematch, but then he said
in Cowboys, the NFC Championship.
But then he said Cowboys Bills.
Patriot 4165 is predicting.
I'm with you. Okay. These are 2 different predictions. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, how's that gonna work? Who am I looking at here? Falcons to make the playoffs. Yes, plus 105. No, minus 125.
That's not as good as I thought.
Well, that's another thing like you talked about yesterday, man. If you're going to bet them to make the playoffs, you might as well bet them at plus 215 to win the division because that's the only way they're making the playoffs.
Yep.
So you might as well get the over 2-1 on your money there and leave this alone. Let's look at some awards, man. Let's do win total first. See what they're sitting at. The number is 8.5.
I would bet the no on them to make the playoffs at -125, knowing that it might come down to that Saints game at the end of the season, and then we already saw that they're going to be, because it's on the road, they're going to be dogs in that game. So then you can turn around, if they win that game, they're going to go to the playoffs. So you just take them plus money there.
Yeah,
Nice way to hedge that.
I like that, man. You're gonna school me up on this stuff. I'm gonna wind up doing some of that. But look at the Falcons win total, 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw their schedule,
and juice to the over, man. You got even money on the under.
I mean, we saw their schedule is nothing crazy there,
but they're not very good.
And they weren't good last year, and they got 7 wins somehow,
which is also under 8.5.
Yeah, so, they got Bijan. They got Bijan.
Okay, that's cool. Their quarterback's also last
night. I kept thinking last night, because every time I say Bijan, I think of Dijon, like the mustard.
Yeah.
I
just call him Mustard. If I was in the locker room, I'd be like, "Hey, Mustard." He'd be like, "Bro, you know it's not the same thing, right?" And I'd be like, "I know," but it's all I think of every time I say your name.
Pager for 165 says, "Cheers, y'all. Got to run. Have an appointment in town. See you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good day,
man.
We'll see you tomorrow."
Exactly. Okay.
Awards, MVP. I don't know. Do we need to look at anybody for MVP? Let's look at offensive rookie of the year.
Let's say offensive rookie of the year. Bijan's going to be the mustard at the top.
Plus 275. He is pretty much the heavy favorite right here. I can't believe Bryce Young's so high, man. They're just expecting a lot out of Bryce Young on a really, really poor squad.
I still like that CJ Stroud plus 850.
I'm with you, man. I still like my man Jahmyr Gibbs, man, at plus 1,000. 10-1.
We're talking all about Flowers this morning. Do we look at Zay Flowers?
I like Zay Flowers, man. He actually was my number 2 ranked wide receiver coming into the draft behind Quentin Johnson. A lot of people had him as the highest ranked receiver on the board. Jackson Smith and Jigba wound up going as the first receiver there, probably because he didn't play at all last year. There's no reason he wasn't ranked higher than them. He went number 1 anyway, but he should have been ranked higher than them had he played. But Zay Flowers had a big year at Boston College. I like Quentin Johnson from TCU, but Zay Flowers, man, that's not a bad little sprinkle there. Where did he wind up going? Why am I drawing a blank there? Where did he wind up going? Ravens?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So got Lamar inspired up there. And there's no proof.
Ravens.
Yeah, and there's no proven guy. I know they picked up Odell and shit, but there's no like legit number other than Mark Andrews, who's the tight end. But Zay Flowers might step in and get a lot of the volume there. 30-1. That's not a bad little ticket. Anything else you want to see? Coach of the year?
Nah, I think value-wise, we've kind of hit all the
comeback player of the year. Is there any comeback players of the year that could be? No,
I mean, fantasy-wise, maybe your boy.
No, he can't be a comeback player of the year because he ain't even fucking been there yet. Ain't done shit. They won't throw him the ball. He can be breakout player of the year, I guess.
Isn't that crazy how comeback player of the year isn't like, it's not just if you got hurt. It's, did you have a shitty season the year before?
Yeah.
If you had a shitty season the year before, that's why Russell Wilson qualifies for comeback player of the year.
Yeah. It's like most improved. Like you used to suck really bad. Now you don't suck as bad.